Hey, what is up, guys? It is your boy Speed here, and I told you this day would come where I'd show you everything in my sealed collection. I'm not going to be showing off single cards here today, but I got all my PSA cards over here. Everything. I'm going to be talking about like why I bought this stuff, why I'm so fond of having it, what I think about it for the future, and yeah, I have some other stuff as well, some Shining Fates. I'll talk about this. I got some good stories. I think you guys are going to really enjoy this video. Usually I put my face in the intro. What is up? If you guys are new here, I'm Speed, Paul, and I make Pokemon videos like every day, every other day. I kind of want to do every day. I have a lot of ideas I want to execute on, and I think you guys will enjoy it. But nonetheless, if you want to be part of this community, join like breaks, events, and just learn about the Pokemon world and enjoy collecting as well as investing with me, yeah, subscribe, and let's waste no time, all right? I know a lot of the time there's like super long intros and whatever. I don't like that stuff, all right? Let's just get into it and start with my first thing here. And this is what I call the stack of trash. It's my Champion's Path. Now, when I got, like, there's a period in time where I really told myself I'm going to commit to building on my sealed products, my sealed product collection. Like, that was my main goal. And it was around the time when Champion's Path came out, which was really, really unfortunate, you know, because, well, yeah, that's because that is a full case of none other than, you guessed it, Champion's Path. However, I paid below retail, below market for that. You know, Pokemon was a really different time when Champion's Path was announced. I'm talking about announced, not when it was released, when it was announced. When it was announced, people really didn't care too much about, they didn't really like look into the new set. They were engrossed in what the current set was. They didn't really like look ahead and worry about pre-orders. Now, you can't get anything, even pre-order, which is just, it's quite frustrating. I'm sure everyone agrees with that. It's not fun to have to pay 3x upon release, but nonetheless, yeah, this is when I really committed. Now, honestly, I'm fine with having Champion's Path. You know, like, you might be saying, Speed, why not sell it off and just, you know, buy other stuff? I'm not, like, super anti-Champion's Path. Funny enough, one of the videos that originally blew up on my channel was about Champion's Path and how it was a disaster. And it was. It's quite a meh set. But at the end of the day, it's got 2 Charizards, and hopefully in 5, 10, 20 years, I'll see you guys then. I'm not selling until then. People will want those cards, you know, in sealed packs. They want to try to pull the packs. But all right, let's move on. I got a premium collection Sword and Shield box. Not too much to talk about this. I just thought, like, honestly, premium collections tend to do pretty well. I don't think they really usually get reprinted. Like I don't think wasn't there a Hidden Fates one? I know there's a Shining Legends one, which I don't think got reprinted, so there's that. More Champion's Path, you know, you can't get enough of that. Next up, we got some Vivid Voltage Elite Trainer boxes. These are all still sealed. In general, I'm a big fan of modern sealed. Like, it's just something I want to keep building and building and building until I can build forts out of my sealed modern product. Next up, you might have seen these from the beginning. One of my prize purchases. Now, I really did pay up in these boxes, probably way more than I should have, but as I said, I really like to be transparent on this channel. I like to really give the honest picture of what's going on and what I do, so you guys can learn and you know, even just have some perspective. But I paid $150 each for these, and that sounds like an insane amount, and it is. However, at the time, you guys have to understand my perspective and what I even learned from this. So at the time on eBay, these were reselling for about $250 to $300 each. Then the reprint was announced, and so on, and they fell quite hard. Now, because they once got to $250 and $300, doesn't mean they'll get there again, but it does mean there is potential. And, you know, it's such a popular set. It's an iconic set. It's a set that brought so many people back into the hobby because of all the shiny cards. So, frankly, I'm happy to hold these, and I will likely not sell them until they're like $300 to $500, which could be 5, 10 years in the future. But as I said, that is my goal for my collection. It is not to make a quick buck right now. That is not, in general, that is not my strategy. I have enough, what is it called? Oh my god, expendable income. I couldn't remember the word to do that. But next up, we got some Shiny Star V. I'm leaving it in the bubble wrap. It's just in this really nice bubble wrap. I don't know. I don't want to take it out. But as you can see, some Shiny Star V. Probably the best Japanese set of all time. That's not actually true, but I love it. I opened so much of it, man. I had over 20 of these that I used for breaks and events, and just that I opened up personally. I probably opened up like 5 or 6 of them on my own just for fun. But yeah, more Champion's Path. Let's go, baby! It's not a good day until you waste more money on Champion's Path. But hey, this one's at least cool. I'm happy to have this sealed. You know, these boxes, like in such a big seal like this, tend to do a little bit better. So this is these pinned collections. It's 6 of them, all in the seal. And, you know, I think that's good. Because, like, even something like this, it's good to keep it sealed. Funny enough, you might be asking, did you buy these in a case? Yes. But honestly, it was making me so mad to keep it in a case because I'd never seen them in person before. Like, when I came into the hobby, they weren't, like, readily available, right? And so I'd never seen them. Like, I just want to take them out and look at them. Like, because I like looking at this stuff, you know. Sometimes people are like, you're just investing. It's all about the money. Like, all right, sure, whatever you want to say, mate. Whatever you want to say. Actually, let's move over here next. I'll tell a couple of good stories. So, first off, the Evolutions box. Oh, my God. You might be noticing they're open. They're open, yeah. So, they're open. And this is not the only case I've had. I've actually owned over 18 boxes of Evolutions. Sorry that I moved the camera. Almost 18 boxes over the course of my, buying and selling period. Now, I own a total of 0. You love to see it, don't you guys? You know, we all make good, bad decisions, but you have to understand, when I got into the hobby, right, these boxes, they were a much different product. They were looked at different. A lot of people told you, don't buy them. Evolutions, don't do it. It's not a good idea. It's a bad set. The print quality's trash. The cars are trash. You don't buy Evolutions. It's all hype. And sure, there is a lot of hype. Not going to deny that. But at the end of the day, they're $1,000 each now. And the funny story about these is, at the time when I bought this booster box, I bought it for about $1,000. I think it's $1,600 I paid from PKMN Coliseum. Danny Fenton on Instagram. Shout out to him because, like, literally a week after I bought them, they shot up to like $400. I felt so bad for him. I thought about it. I'm like, geez, I just ripped this guy off. But I didn't know it at the time. So this one isn't that though. This is 6 boxes separate, I think. I don't think this was from Danny Phantom. I don't remember. But nonetheless, I opened these because at the time I bought these for about like $150 a piece or less. And a Charizard, a holo, in a 9 was like $160. So I'm like, bruh, I could just grade this. You know, I could just grade it and then get it back, and I'll make more money no matter what. So I have like 30 Charizards. That's not the holo, but like the EX, Mega Full Art EX, Reverse Holo at PSA. So when people are telling you like, oh, PSA doesn't have that many cards, like it's not going to class, I don't know. I have like 30 of them. So just me alone, just some random kid who started 9 months ago has like 30. So yeah, I literally opened like 4 of these in one day, which was a travesty looking back at it. I wish at the time I knew that sealed 9 times out of 10 is a better investment. To be honest, though, my market research told me that opening these and sending them off to PSA was a good idea, which, to be fair, at the time was actually somewhat true, if not just straight up true. Next up, some trending fades. Not going to cover this too hard. I'll be opening a lot of this for breaks and for fun, so that also for some videos. You know, I got a lot of the ETBs, some of the ETBs. I did pay up on all these ETBs, so do not be fooled. I think I paid like about $10 per pack on average, $9-10, something like that, so not the best. Next up, yes, my favorite part of the video. Now, you might be saying, oh, Speed, that's a lot. Yeah, joke's on you. There's 18 more in these boxes. Don't believe me? Yep, each one of these boxes has 6 each. Each one of these... Oh, did I just show my address? That's great, guys. Don't come to my house. But nonetheless, yeah, so these boxes, each and every one of them, when I bought them for $37.50 without tax. Now, the story behind it is that at the time, I said this with Champion's Path, right? I mentioned this with Champion's Path. It was a different time. People didn't really care about the new sets. They didn't pay attention to what product was coming out. Not everything was booming. Not everything was getting purchased. And so at the time, Evolution started to go up. I bought these when the booster box was like $250 or $300, something like that. So the box had already started to rise, right? It went up. However, these Kanto boxes, people didn't know of them because the market, there wasn't enough experienced people. A lot of people were still very inexperienced. They didn't know about pre-orders and things like that. So I literally bought the remainder off Safari Zone, all pre-order. I didn't go to any stores, not a single store. People are going to be like, scalper. I guess I'm a scalper. I don't know, but I bought them all online. And they've been on that website probably for like weeks and weeks. Anyone could have bought them. I noticed a market trend And so I was first on the wagon. You know, I was very early on, and I had like 50 of them. Now I only have like 30. I've opened so many, which is once again such a big mistake, because now they're about $150 each, if not more. And I do expect them to rise to like 160, 170, because the loose packs inside of them are worth more than the box total, which makes 0 sense. But next up, my second favorite investment is Hidden Fates tints, in particular the Charizard tints. So these Raichu ones I don't really care too much about, but you'll notice that I have primarily Charizard. This was intentional. When I bought them online, the Charizard was about the same price as the others. Sometimes they're a bit higher on some sites, but on eBay they just weren't a lot of the time. So I picked these up on average for about $37, which was good. I felt like Hidden Fates, once again, an iconic set. I do not expect at any point for it to go down. Same thing for these Elite Trainer boxes. I don't think at any point they'll drop low at all. It's just such an iconic set with so many great cards. It's so much fun to open, and I think Shining Fates will be very similar. I frankly love opening Shining Fates. I think it's a dope set. So some people like, I apparently you're saying like Hidden Fates is better, which I don't know if I actually don't think I agree. I actually think I prefer Shining Fates a little bit. But maybe that's because I'm not really too attached to the Gen 1 Pokemon. But okay, let's finish up with Sealed, and then we'll do the PSA cards last. I'm sure a lot of you guys are curious. I also got some CGC here. I only got 2, but mostly because I just want to look at them and see what they look like in person, but before I sent off a lot of cards. But okay, let's finish off. Whoa, voice crack. Sorry, I'm still only 21, so my voice is not fully developed. I have ways to go. But okay, first off, we have a complete set of base set 2-packs. When I first saw base set 2-packs, I was really engrossed by them. I'm like, wow, these packs are so much cooler than the rest. I mean, like Expedition and things like that are really cool, but base set 2, I don't know, there's something different about them. But I have one of each, and I'm going to hold this set for a long, long time. They're all light packs, I assume, but all of my packs I think are light. I'm pretty sure they're all light, but at the end of the day, I got them at a very cheap price. These Team Rocket Unlimited packs, I have 3, I think, in here. Bought them each for $100. Now they're about $250. Base Unlimited packs, I bought these for about $200. Now they're like $400, $500, something like that. So got 2 of those. Funny enough, I've actually opened. Oh my God, this is a heartbreaking story. I'll go. So these are all open. I'll go through each of these. It's some of it's a really sad story. But then we got what is this? Oh, it's just another Unlimited Team Rocket. I always liked Team Rocket. I felt like light packs of Team Rocket, like there's a lot of like dark cards. The uncommons sell for a lot in Team Rocket. Like there's like Dark Flareon, Dark Jolteon, I think. There's like a lot of great dark cards that you can get in the uncommon slots that sell for a lot. So I personally, like based on my experience and my knowledge, I was like, oh, light packs of Team Rocket are good. So I picked up a lot of those. Then we got some Jungle. This was the second ever pack I bought. I think this was the first. No, I don't remember actually. This might have been the first. I don't remember. But I bought this from Z&G Emporium, first edition, for $250 unweighed. Unfortunately, I think it is light based on my weighing. But it is a first edition pack nonetheless for only $250. Now they're about like I think $500. I don't even keep track of this stuff anymore because frankly I'm not interested in buying or selling vintage right now at the moment. At least sealed stuff. Even though I do think long term, sealed vintage is the way to go. Nonetheless, I'm just not tracking it. Then we got some Jungle, and last but not least, we have a complete set. I don't know why it's not together, but Gym Challenge, a first edition complete set, every single artwork. I'm not going to take it out. I don't like messing with it, but a complete set of light packs, which I largely bought from Lootbox TV. So shoot out. I'm gonna shoot you out, Lootbox. But shout out to Lootbox TV for that. Okay, I said I'll do these last. That's my prize PSA card. My Great Encounters Blaziken PSA 10. Let me move that. Oh, okay, there it goes. Next up, this one's really cool. I'm a huge fan of this. In fact, it ended up being a great purchase of when I bought it. I bought it after the boom. I think I bought it after the Logan Paul box break, but I bought it for $1,100. It's a black and white booster box from 2010. A really iconic game. People love this game. So it's I don't think it sold a lot of copies, but the people who played the game love the game. They rave about the game. And I bought it for $1,100. Now they're selling for about $1,700 to $1,800, which is awesome. And that is great. I really think like boxes like that were undervalued. I mean, some of them were like $800-900 bucks, and there's just not it doesn't seem like there's a lot of them, right? There's a decent amount on the market, but definitely not some crazy amount. Now we got some Elite Trainer boxes. I have one of each of the evolutions. Bought these for about $50 on eBay before the boom as well. It was really funny. Basically, the booster box started to go up, and so I'm like, what else can I buy in evolutions that hasn't caught up yet? So I bought some of these, and then obviously I bought those. Next up, Champions Path. Okay, I'm not even going to cover that. Who cares about that? Let's move on to our actual cards. And I guess one thing I'll say as I start to kind of move the stuff around and take it out, I'm not going to go through all this. It's a lot of just like vintage singles, but most of my money in Pokemon is in graded cards. I have about 300 cards of PSA. I think almost exactly 300 cards of PSA, and about like 350 at CGC. So much stuff being graded. I've yet to receive a single bulk submission back. I've submitted my PSA cards like 6-something months ago, but I can't wait to wait another 6 months to a year. I'm really excited to keep waiting. But here we go. You're gonna see like in here, it's just a bunch of vintage cards. It's mostly unlimited, so it's nothing too worth the while. So I'm not really gonna take it out too much, but I'll take out a few of the cards. You know, it's some valuable stuff, but I hate opening this box. I don't even know why I took it out. It literally makes me sick. I gotta clean these cards or whatever. But whoever sold me this, no offense, man. Obviously, I don't even remember the name, but like, dude, this guy was such a smoker. He gave me a great price or whatever. Like, I don't know if he like chews bubblegum or everything. Like, I swear to God, this guy like spits bubblegum around his house or something because this box smells so weird, bro. I know you can clean the cards or whatever, and like they're all in pretty decent condition. They're all like light played, I'd say, which is not too good for unlimited common uncommons. They're worth very little, but you know, they're like there's like a 200 of them, so probably $1 or so each. And I don't know, I just like at the time I had nothing vintage. This is one of my first vintage purchases, and I'm like, I don't know, I just want to kind of have like a stake in vintage, even though it's very common cards in not great condition. There's so many of them out there. I just didn't care at the time. I wanted to have a stake in that. But okay, last but not least for the video, thanks for staying towards the end, guys. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you taking your time to watch this collection video. Hope you enjoy, and I hope in like, you know, 6 months to a year from now, I'll do an update, and we'll kind of see where I am at that point. It will be really exciting to see like, hey, what point have we gotten to? But all right, first things first, I actually have to take some of these cards out. I sold a few last night. I'm going to be making a video very soon on that. I'll make a video very, 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 very soon on the cards I've sold, the experience I had, everything I've learned from selling PSA cards, and so on, because I think there's a lot to learn, there's a lot to talk about, and a lot of knowledge I can provide with you guys now that I've started listing cards, getting offers, selling things, how fast do things sell, and so on. Some strategies even to sell some cards, but nonetheless, this is the pile I'm going to be keeping. This is everything I'm going to be selling. It's the exact same, which is funny. That was not intentional, but this is everything I have listed right now. So if you're interested in buying any PSA cards and you'd like to get a good price, I list everything at market value or under market value. And if you reach out to me, okay. That's the Ditto. That card's sick. PSA 10. But if you are, if you're interested in buying anything, I'm happy to work out a deal with you guys. I know a lot of people love PSA cards. They love modern cards, vintage cards. I have quite a variety of them. I think it's mostly modern, though, because I'm mostly a modern guy or flipping modern guy. But yeah, if you're interested in anything, let me know, and you can work out a deal. I'll even give you a lower price than what's on eBay. But all right, let's move to over here. Oh, wait, why did I push that out of the way? We still have to cover that. Yeah, first card, though, Great Encounters Blaziken. I bought this for $250. Absolutely ripped myself off, but I love this card because it's a Blaziken. That's my favorite Pokemon, and it taught me a great lesson, which is don't just give people an offer. Just because they listed at $350 doesn't mean it's worth $250, because he immediately accepted my offer when I submitted it. But all right, here we go. So Staff Donphan in a 10. I think I'm listing this at about $700-800. I think that's what it's at. These staff cards can be a bit hard to get in a 10 because they came in packs of 4 and kind of got messed up a little bit. But then we got a Lugia in a 10. I have this listed at about $1,800. Staff Snorlax. I think I have that listed at like $250. Very cheap, actually, I feel like. Some guy offered me $200. Then I sold this, so let me put that to the side. But it's a Evolutions Reverse Holo Charizard sold for $265, which I was happy to get. I have a lot of offers for this card. I have an offer of $500, $550, $600. I can't believe how popular this card actually is. It's really insane how many people actually want it right now. Like, I was genuinely shocked. I did not sell that, though, so let's put that there. Then, this is the pre-release Vivid Voltage Build-In Battle Kits. I have a few of these. I did get a lot of offers. Every single one got an offer, especially the 10 in particular. Got a few, I think. But yeah, these are the Build-In Battle Box items, which are absolutely sweet. Some evolutions. I talked about a lot of these videos in my previous. This is a base unlimited Ninetales. Honestly, no one wants this card. I've quickly found out that I don't think there's a lot of Ninetale fan guys. Sorry, if you're a Ninetales fan, I think you're kind of alone on that one. Another PSA 9, we already covered that card. Boom! Here comes the Shining Fates. These are sick. So these cards are obviously pretty dope. But the Shining Fates 8, I did get an offer of like $250, and I was genuinely, I was insulted. I was insulted. It really made me feel bad. At least I think, yeah. It's just like, come on, bro. Resherham, PSA 9. The 9, oh, I sold this. Yeah, so I just recently sold this. I took an offer. I know it's low, but honestly, I just wanna get these cards out of here. The reason why I say that is like they tend to continue to drop and drop and drop, and I don't want to get caught in some bad loop where I try to sell it at a high price, I get too greedy. I got an offer for $750, and I just accepted it. You know, I would have made a lot more money just selling this card raw the moment I got it, so I did lose quite a bit of money on that, just being very transparent. But it is what it is. We all learn our lessons, and frankly, my biggest lesson I learned is I'm only going to be sending in cards that I'm confident will get a 10 or are at least a strong 9 that I thought would be a 10. Then we got some amazing rares from Shining Fates, some Skylight. Dude, this card should have gotten a 10, man. I don't know why it got a 9, honestly. Like, it's really frustrating this card got a 9 because, in my opinion, this looked like a strong 10 candidate. Look at the back. No nicks on any of the corners. I guess one there. No. That's on the key. No, it's good. Like, really good centering, in my opinion. Maybe a little bit off right to left. But, like, nothing where you could be like, oh my god, that's obviously a 9. That looks pretty freaking good to me. I don't know, man. Really disappointed that this one got a 9. Like, because this card, this would have really helped me make quite a bit of profit, right? I think I could have sold this card for, $500-$600, but it is what it is. You can't win them all. We got a Kyogre, got a lot of offers on this card. No offer that I liked. I have it listed for $500, which I think is fair for the first ever Kyogre PSA 10. But I got an offer for $200, which is, to be fair, what 10's amazing rares will likely settle down to, so I understand why they want to pay that amount. And then finally, the 10. Now, let's quickly do the CGC cards. We got an 8.5 Blaziken GX. Yeah, I just wanted a Blaziken. As I said, I'm a Blaziken collector. At some point or another, when I start focusing on collecting, primarily, which will be at some point when I'm more comfortable with my income and such, then I will focus mostly on getting every Blaziken card. I want to get every Blaziken card ever. I don't really care on the grade. I'm just not like someone who cares about the grades, really. I know people are like, I'd get 10s. I don't really care, honestly. Like, I guess I like that this is a 10, but it doesn't really matter too much to me. I just prefer the art and the connection I have to Blaziken. And then this was the first one I bought. I don't know. I like Rampardos. He's mad underrated. No one cares about Rampardos, but I like Rampardos. And it's a really cool holo pattern from, what was it, 2009? Which is a really old card, so who knows? Maybe that card will be worth $30 instead of the $15 that I paid for it. Okay, let's put that to the side. And last but not least, I just want to say that also I'm going to be doing a Shining Fates break next weekend. I don't know the exact date, probably Saturday. So if you want in on that, it's going to be $10 a pack. Let me know in the YouTube comments or Instagram. Probably Instagram is better because I can send you links through there and things like that. But okay, we have a VG3. This card is a crease, unfortunately. I can't really, like, sometimes I even forget where it is, but, like, that's why I'm not selling this card. I could sell it at a 3 price, but, like, I think it's just really cool that it's a 3 and you can barely see the crease unless you... Oh, there it was. I saw it. There it is. You guys see it right there? Right where the light is. It's right below the light. Very funny, but very unfortunate that you can't see it. We got a 9 Shadowless Nidorino. Paid about $50 for this, which was fine at the time. It was maybe a bit much, to be honest. Artan. Oh, I'm never going to sell this card. I'm never going to sell this until, like, I just either quit Pokemon or something like that, because I pulled this out of a pack. So any card that you pull out of a pack that you get a 10, especially anything vintage, even though it is non-holo, is just so cool. These I'm personally collecting. My goal eventually one day is to get every single one of these in a slab. I don't really care the grade once again, but it's going to be really hard because, you know, like the Charizard, for instance, I'm probably going to have to buy it in like a PSA 5 or something like that. These cards and slabs are so underrated. This card's $100 in a 10 or like $90. It's so dope, especially in person. These cards in particular, man. These gold cards look so good. They like glisten. Look at that. Dude. Those cards are going to blow up. All right, next up, this is a funny story. I spent $90 on this. I thought it was holo. It wasn't. I ripped myself off. Learn. Look at what you're buying, guys. Don't rush purchases. A 7 Executor. Yeah, once again, that's just part of the Legendary Collection. This was one of my original purchases. This was one of the first PSA cards I bought, if not the first. It was very close to the first. It was around when Base Unlimited was getting a lot of hype, but it hadn't gone up yet, so I picked this up. It is a PSA 6, but it's cool nonetheless. Another one of our Legendary Collection reverse holos. The 9 in the Charizard. I actually might sell these. I'm not really sure yet what I want to do with them because I do want to hold one of them. I do want to just have this as part of my collection. Evolutions is just such a big part of my collecting endeavor. It was the first packs that got me back into the scene. Obviously, I have those booster boxes over there. So, yeah, there's that. Then, we got a 9 in this first edition Charizard. Guys, did you see Super Danny? Is that her name? I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget. Super Danny's PSA return video. She got 2 of these and a 10. And a 10 in the Blaine's Charizard as well, first edition. Like, what? What? The pop report is kind of low, and she just gets 2 10s, bruh. My God. Congrats to her. Props to her, whatever you want to say. But, dude, I'm going to be holding this for a while. There is a good amount of these, but, like, not enough to the point where I think it's going to meet demand. You know, it's just such a cool card. Such a cool holo. So, very happy to have this. Very happy to hold it for the next, 10, 20 years, whatever I decide. Then, Skarmory is my second favorite Pokemon. People hate on Skarmory. I love Skarmory. And this, in my opinion, is one of the best Pokemon cards of all time. You can hate on me for saying this. I don't care. Look at this card. It is so diverse compared to everything else. People, like, these steel cards were so unique. And look at this. It's got this dope holo where he's, like, in outer space in the galaxy. This sick holo, absolutely beautiful, with Skarmory, second best Pokemon of all time, behind Blaziken. And then you got this like scratched steel on the bottom. How sick is that? I do hope to get a 10 of this card because there's very little of them. But as I said, I'm not too worried about that. It's something I'll do if it just like falls into place. You know, if I just happen to meet someone with one or someone has one and they can give it to me, sell it to me for a good price, like then there's that. This is the Error Dark Dragonite. You can see it is number 5 out of 82. It's not holo. The 5 is supposed to be holo, but it's not holo, so it's an error card. PSA doesn't say it, but it is. Then I bought this with the Blastoise. They came together, paid about $150 for each. And last but not least, a Staff Charizard. They might not be doing this type of staff card anymore. I'm not exactly sure what's happening, but they might be discontinuing it. So, I'm very happy to hold this for the long term and keep it for forever. And last but not least, this card I'm definitely not going to be getting rid of for a long time. It's a first edition Ninetales in an 8th. There are only 250 of these in the world, and above that there's like 359s and like 80-something 10s, so there's only 600 of these cards. Sure, it's a Ninetales, but it's a holo. It's a first edition base set. I only expect this card to go up. Frankly, like the fact that this card is only $800 right now is honestly kind of shocking to me for how rare it probably is. I don't think there's like some insanely low amount of these cards, but I can't imagine that there's a ton of high quality cards. And I do consider an 8 a relatively high quality card. But oh my God, this video has been 27 minutes. The watch time's usually like 9 minutes at max. So thank you guys for watching. If you stay to the end, you're an absolute beast. I appreciate you supporting me. I genuinely do. I hope you're excited for the break Shining Fates on next Saturday. I can't wait to show you guys my collection in a while. I do have a bunch of singles and stuff like that over there. It's just like various singles and stuff like that. And I have some binders over there, but rest in peace. He got open. And we're going to end the video there. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Am I upside down now? I don't care. And peace.